Hello, the strawberry! Again, today we going back to Beacon Pines. I actually have no idea which part we're on, but oh well, let's go. Right, chapter 6, okay.
The source. Nat expressed his sympathy with a shrug and sauntered off as unassumingly as he'd arrived. He'd given Luca and Iggy what they needed, and nothing more. As Luca sprinted across the snow, the events of the past few days became clearer, pieces to a larger puzzle. Rollo said he was underground somewhere, captured. Mr. Kerr tried to cover it up with lies. The clipboards were hell-bent on capturing Iggy. It all seemed to point to perennial harvest. But right now, there was one thing that Luca needed to know. Luca stopped dead in his tracks. The tree was gone, uprooted and moved, leaving a raw gash in the earth. He dropped to his knees and dug wildly at the cold snow.
Oh, we had the dad's grave, okay.
His numb hands hit something hard. A headstone. A dry whisper escaped Luca's lips.
You're here. All this time, I thought I was visiting you. But you've been here, all alone, in the snow. Dad, I'm so sorry. We're in your favorite spot in the world. Well, favorite spot in the world. Dad, what do I do?
There was no reply. Just
Pichuna.
snow-covered silence.
Why do you give me the slip like that? What if I couldn't find you, you jerk?
Iggy finally noticed the tears welling in Luca's eyes and the snow-covered grave.
Oh. Iggy, we stole this tree, Iggy. Yikes.
Suddenly, they heard the crunch of approaching footsteps in the snow.
Maybe the mummy's not dead after all. We gotta hide. $259K. Full of distance, still good. Dude, did you hear me? I say 259. Sorry. You ever think about what we did here? We saved a whole ton of people. Doesn't feel like it sometimes. What about everything we left behind? That's the grave of someone with a family. The people, all of them, will never know the truth. The truth is overrated.
He bent down to scoop up a snowball and lobbed it playfully.
Hey! Don't be such a darner, dude. We took this job to change the world. Yeah. Come on. It's almost lunchtime. Ha, weirdo. Okay, that was actually weird. Here I thought I was a jerk. These dinguses are out here literally dancing on graves.
Luca stuttered through heaving sobs.
I thought I was visiting him. I thought he was with me. Not gonna lie, that's bad break. Here's some advice.
Iggy gave Luca a solid smack on the back of his head.
Hey! Who's any of this helping? What? Sitting here in the snow crying like some pushover. Who you helping? Iggy, look what they did. They lied to everyone. Blah, blah, blah. Look, Avanhorn, you're a lot of things, but you ain't no pushover. What did I tell you before? When some jerk come at you acting like a horse ass, I should stand up on myself. Hell yeah. Karen is merely the band of clipboards pulled off this switch shadow for a reason, right? That mentioned something about a source.
Luca wiped his eyes with a sleeve.
Whatever's the source must be awfully valuable to perennial harvest. Sure would be a shame if something unfortunate were to happen to this precious source, wouldn't it? What do you have in mind? If it's small enough to steal, we snatch it. If it's too big to snatch, we smash it. And what if it's too big to smash?
Iggy flashed a mischievous smile and cracked his knuckles.
I'm always up for some challenge. I'm gonna make this right, Dad, I promise. Let's do this. Good, finally some rebellion. The question is where... It can get awfully cold out there in those woods, Luca. Pray best you two stay put and conserve your energy. Ab's on the way. Where's Rollo? Where's Mom? Did you kill her? Oh heavens no, do I seem like a killer to you?
Iggy and Luca shared a skeptical look.
Well, do I? Ah, shit. Now that hurt my feeling. Screw that guy. Wait. Wait a minute. If it's the original town, then that means...
Iggy darted behind a large pine and began digging furiously. He emerged holding a shoebox with a crude skull painted on its lid.
What's that? Long story. So a few years back I came into possession of some premium grade firework. Not the wimpy firecracker stuff they give kids. The good stuff. So why did you bury it under a tree? That's the long part of the story. You and Rollo were doing chores at Rollo's chicken coop. And you guys pissed me off for some reason or another.
Luca rolled his eyes with
So it was in the
realization.
fire. No, you didn't.
Iggy stifled a chuckle.
Yep. I just wanted to give you guys a little scare. But like I say, these were some primal firework. So I might underestimate the thing. You blew up the chicken coop? I prefer to think of it as an incendiary redecoration. Sorry, but you should have seen the look on your face. Rollo got grounded for Mom. Which is why I needed to stash the evidence and lay low. So I buried them under that tree. And when I came back for them later, they were gone. I figured some grown-up found them and tossed them.
Iggy triumphantly raised the shoebox.
Turns out it wasn't the firework that got moved. It was us. Unbelievable. Interesting, so they didn't move that long ago then. Do you think this is a game? Newsflash, boy. You're not a hero. You're a little brat who is in the way over his head. A hero is just someone who will refuse to give up. Comics with their rotting children's brain. Everyone thinks they're a spaceman hero. I was always partial to Atomic myself. Is that so? Do you really think you have a chance against us? You have no idea how powerful we are. Prepare for blast off, loser. Dear God, what is this?
Luca and Iggy inched up to the edge of the hole with bewilderment in their eyes. Arctic air breathed out of the cavern in heaving gusts.
Echo, 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 echo. Wow. I can see why they wanted to move us all over town now. But why would they dig a giant hole? I think this is it. This is the source? It's a dang hole? How do you smash a hole? Oh, it's much more than that, my annoying little friend. Care. Where's Rollo? I wasn't lying before. He's safe. Well, safer than you two, at least. Drat, it's cold. You just had to drag me all the way out here, didn't you?
Mr. Kerr gazed down the abyss in contemplation.
It really is something, isn't it? What did you do to our town? What is all of this? Well, that's a dozy of the question. This is a source where we collect the unrefined,
Scratched the back of his head.
Honestly, boys, I don't understand any of this well enough to explain it. Fact of the matters, I'm not paid to know. What do you mean you don't know? Ain't you in charge? Oh heavens no, my role is merely to flash a winning smile and manage various complication, I guess. You're a smart boy.
His face contorted into a saccharine grin.
It really is nothing personal. Some people are destined to strive for greatness, and over a simple obstacle along the way. Seems like you were destined to be a creepy like, eh? The point is that we all play a part in life. Mine just happened to be a lead in the role of a lifetime. And you happen to be extras ready for your curtain call. We aren't giving up without a fight. Your smile's not gonna be so winning after we're done with you. No boys, there's no need for melodrama. It makes even a professional such as myself embarrassed for you. Let's change the mood a bit.
Kerr snapped his fingers.
Scene change. Well, that's better. Deal with him.
Iggy turned to Luca with a sly glance.
Why are you smirking? Because I have a box full of fireworks and you don't...
Iggy waved the box into the air, threatening to drop it down the hole.
Stop. Let's not do something regrettable. Joke's on you. Regret is one of my specialties. Out of curiosity, what would you happen if I threw this in your precious hole? Nothing, and nothing at all. You're a terrible liar. I'll have you know, I'm an exceptional liar. That's far enough.
Iggy plucked a single bottle rocket from the box and held it up with reverence.
Stop, you fool. Call off your goons.
After a long pause, Mr. Kerr flung up his hand with frustration.
Very well. You all can head back for the night. It's been a long day. I will handle this too from now.
Mr. Kerr sighed into the frigid air.
It's just us now, Iggy. You can put that down. What, like this?
With a nonchalant flick, Iggy tossed the firework into the hole.
He has my respect now. Oh. Wow.
With a growl, Kerr leapt at Iggy, crashing through Luca. Iggy tried to twist away, but in the struggle they both tumbled over the side. Luca dove forward, bracing
No,
Iggy's
no,
hand
no,
just
no.
before it slipped. His grip was made precarious by the cold, wet snow. He could see Kerr
dear.
further down, clinging to Iggy's coat.
You reckless child. What have you done? Luca, listen to me. Hold on tight and use the walkie-talkie to call them back. What channel do I use? It doesn't make a damn difference. They're always listening. If you do that, the clipboard would just hold us up and snag us both. The only way you get out of this is if Carrie's out of the picture. Just let go and save yourself. If you let go, we both die. I don't want to die, but seeing the look of her face almost make it worth it. Oh, Iggy, Mr. Carey, you had a long life. Why don't you actually do something selfless and just let go?
Mr. Kerr gasped with insult.
Long life? I will have you know I can still play 25. You should have heard me sing the part of Phyllis Young.
With a wild look in his eye, Mr. Kerr began to hum a proud melody.
Rum dum dum da da dum. Well, can you believe this guy?
Luca's hand began to cramp. His voice began to crack.
Oh no, I don't want Iggy to die. Okay, just let go. No, Kendo, if you want to save your friend, you will have to save me too. Look at me. It's okay.
Luca felt Iggy loosen his grasp.
You aren't going to kill your friend like that, are you?
Every muscle in Luca's body burned.
That's terrible. I'm not his friend. Yes, you are. Nah, I'm just a no good bully. Like you, Gar. Iggy,
Luca
no.
felt his hand slipping.
And I told you what you need to do with bullies. I can't. It's the only way out of this mess. 2 birds with 1 stone. It makes sense for us to fall together. What I can do is travel them back.
A calm settled over Iggy's face.
Okay, let me do this.
Iggy's voice was colder than the bitter air billowing from the chasm.
Let me do the right thing for once. Sorry? It's horrible. Oh no, they can't make me choose. No. Oh no. Oh. What should I do? Well, after I can always come back. So I'm just gonna accept.
Luca
I'm
had no
sorry.
choice but to accept Iggy's request. With a quiet blink, Luca watched a teardrop sail down into the howling void. As his fingers slowly gave up, he met eyes with Iggy.
Good. Oh my god, this is so
The two
horrible.
silhouettes were swallowed by darkness.
Hell of a goodbye, Iggy. Luca, you should really step back. What? Quickly. Curious. Ah, but of course. Those fires of Iggy must have been just the right amount of energy. You should get out of here before Pyrrhon and all of us arrive. Not until you tell me what just happened. Your friend's sacrifice just saved his town. For a little while, anyway. How? Tempus liquamin is a peculiar substance. It can change the relationship between matter and time itself. By doing so, require unfathomable energy. In a closed system, that energy can only come from its surroundings. A useful side product of this property being, by adding precisely the correct amount of energy to it, one can recreate a cryogenic cascade. So the good make things cold, and the fires made the whole freeze over? That's one way of putting it, yes. As dumb luck would have it, the fireworks weren't strong enough to generate a runaway reaction. I shudder to think what would have happened in that
We have
case.
some idea what that would look like.
It would take them a good while to safely break through and access the source again. If you know all of this stuff, why haven't you been helping? I've been, in my way. Each one of us has a role to play. Iggy's role, it turned out, was to buy us precious time. Mine has been to observe and wait. Wait for what? You. Me? Why? What's my role?
A fierce twinkle flashed in Nat's eyes.
Look, Havanor. You are going to save the world.
With a chuckle, Nat turned and walked west.
Okay.
Dumbfounded, Luca followed behind him, trudging through the snow. Every step taking him further away from everyone and everything he knew, and closer to destiny. To be continued in Beacon Pines, Pines Harder. Revenge served cold. Second time's a charm?
What?
Wait, that's it? This ends with a crummy cliffhanger just when it was getting good? I was even starting to like Iggy.
Yeah, me too.
No way. I refuse to be associated with some never-ending parade of sequels. Let's go back and find something more definitive.
More definitive? Okay. Here I haven't done. Well, I think we're gonna go back here and refuse and see what happened.
Luca had no choice but to refuse Iggy's request. He tightened his grip and reached for the walkie-talkie in his pocket. A wild delight crept onto Mr. Kerr's face. That's a good lad. Now, radio for help. Iggy begged Luca with his eyes
Aww.
one last time, but Luca pressed the button and called out. We need help. Mr. Kerr is in danger. It wasn't long before they were once again surrounded by clipboards. Mr. Kerr sighed with relieved frustration. There you are. You really are a worthless lot, aren't you? Mirror. A clipboard dutifully produced an ornate ivory hand mirror, and Mr. Kerr began preening his tousled hair.
He's such a douche, seriously.
Ah, that's better. Mr. Van Horn, I applaud your sharp thinking under duress. I'll put in a good word for you with the founder. Take them away. A swarm of hands overpowered Luca. The last thing he saw before a cloth bag was pulled over his head was the defeated look on Iggy's face.
I'm sorry.
The end. I think this was one of those times where doing the right thing was the wrong thing.
Okay, we're going back to Act 7.
Luca had no choice but to accept Iggy's request.
Oh no man, I'm not going through this again.
With it quiet as his feet.
I'm passing fast for this one. Oh, this is horrible.
The two silhouettes were swallowed.
Is that what we do? Sorry for this. This is so terrible. So there's a way to change somewhere else, but where? Is that one where I can choose break? I'm passing fast. Blah 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 blah. Yes, 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 yes,
We
yes,
have
yes.
someone. A fierce twink.
Okay.
With a chuckle, dumbfound. Every to be continued. And Beacon Pop. Revenge sec. Wait. That I was even. No way. Let's go back.
Okay. The only thing is here.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to break, revealing patches of star-filled summer night. Moonlight filtered down, shimmering in the treetops.
Sure, you can eat Rollo. You're not going home? No, I promise Rollo I'd tell him about...
Luca stopped himself mid-sentence.
Promise you tell him what? Spit it out, bud. We're thick as thieves now. If there's a juicy secret, you've got to tell me. Okay. You can come to the trios and I will tell you both what happened. Take care.
Luca saw Beck skulking by the gate.
So you're telling me there's nothing mysterious or creepy about this place? Mostly boring and empty. I refuse to believe that. Big spike gate. Looming mansion. Rich reclusive owner. It even smells shady.
Beck grabbed the wrought iron bars and shook the gate.
Mark my word, you dick in a nightmare house. You will reveal your secret to me. What did you do? First of all, I told you so. Second, hide. That's Harry's Valentine. Who's that she's talking to? Shh. I expect you to return that suit in working order. Of course. As long as everything proceeds as planned, there's nothing to worry about. The only thing I'm worried about is that rightful mine. If that means making some unsavory alliance, so be it. I couldn't agree more. There come a time to suspend hostilities. I will deal with your common threat. Now this is what I was talking about.
Beck's voice was an excited whisper.
Proper shitty stuff. Someone in a suit like that tried to grab me yesterday. Seriously? Shh. You do understand that when this inevitable fail, I will deny everything. I wouldn't expect any less of you. You just worry about your part in this and let me handle the rest. I can't wait to see the look of that rogue cat face. Yeah, the truth will come to light. I'm still surprised you're so comfortable with the potential collateral damage. If there's one thing I've learned, is that change is painful. Whoa, I was expecting shady, but that's just flat out supervillain talk. If you don't mind asking, why? Why are you doing all of this?
The mysterious figure retracted their mask, hair pushing out from all corners.
Family. Granny?
A chill ran down Luca's spine. His vision blurred. Beck stifled a sharp wince, and Luca looked down to see himself wrenching her hand.
An answer I can certainly respect.
Gran tousled her hair back under the face mask.
Just remember, keep everything nice and normal until the festival. I don't need lesson in rousing suspicion.
Gran gave Eris a curt nod and disappeared into the night.
The heck is going on? Why Granny is into shady stuff?
Chapter 5. What big ears you have. Lucas sat shivering in the bushes, staring at his feet. After checking to make sure the coast was clear, Beck gave him a gentle tug on his sweater.
What's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. Were you so scared of that old lady in the asthma suit? That's my gran. That was your gran? Yeah. Okay, well, I'm sure there is a perfectly reasonable explanation for all of this. Let's just get to the treehouse and figure things out there. Lead the way. Oh, why would she try to kind of... If she's with the yellow suits, why would they try to kill them? For the last time, there's nothing to worry about. Of course we're not worried.
The clipboard finished writing with a scratchy flourish and looked up.
Just dotting our I's and crossing our T's. Well, maybe trying minding your P's and your Q.
Mr. Nuncreed, arms crossed over his paunch, gave an exhausted sigh.
If there's anything you need knowing, you will know it. Absolutely. If you just sign here and acknowledge everything is accurate, we'll be out of your hair in a flash. Oh, for the love of...
He snatched the pad and scribbled his name so hard the pen nearly snapped.
There. Would you like my eternal soul as well?
The clipboards looked at each other for a moment, almost pondering the possibility, then broke into laughter as they walked away.
Oh, this is nice. Yeah, the treehouse is just a little further from here. So what your buddy Rollo like? Rollo is Rollo. Not particularly helpful. Sorry, I've just never thought about it. Lots of energy is funny, even when he's not trying to be. Things have been tough for his family since the fall harvest. It's about a damn time you tell me about this fall harvest thingy. Kinda a long story. Hit me with the highlights. Okay, there used to be a fertilizer company called Valentine's. They were kind of a big deal. Oh, big deal fertilizer. It was a big deal to us. Their stuff really worked. Farmer loved it. So Valentine grew and grew. Pecan pine pretty much grew around it. Most everyone in town either worked for Shop Valentine or used his fertilizer. Things were good. I'm sensing a big but. Around 6 years ago, Shopper Valentine suddenly died. And something changed. Changed how? Could have been a bad batch. Maybe it was in the water or air or soil. Nobody knows. But all the crops died. And everyone blamed the Valentines. The fall harvest. Yeah. Valentine Ferrer went out of business after the town lost their job. Sheesh. The next year the crop came back, but something was different. You plant a crop, do everything right, and it's sort of a crapshoot what happens. And no one know why? Nope. I take it, rural farm got the short end of the stick. Yep, for some reason their farm was hit harder than ours. That sucks. Things have gotten better since the perennial harvest came to town. The Beacon Pine Reborn initiative. Yep, first thing they did was give the town a deep scrub. They even put us up in hotels 1 ton over for a week. While they... While they decontaminate the groundwater. We better get going. It's about time? I was about to give up and go home. Who's the new kid? Hey, he's back. You must be Rollo. I see my reputation precedes me. Welcome to Mission Control.
Rollo waggled his head with pride.
You will find we've spared no expense in construction. I've seen worse looking pile of junk. Thanks. Yeah, Luca, you know the security concern we talked about? Yeah? While I was waiting, I made some improvement. Let me lock this baby down for a little test infiltration. Can't be too safe this day. He goes all out, doesn't he? Always. Okay, what do I have to do? Ah. Oh dear. Ah! Jesus. Where did you guys get all of his junk in the first place? There's a guy in town named Golf who trades us junks for snack. Junk food for junk. Nice. So, pretty suit security, right? It was imaginative, I'll give you that. Luca, are you sure we can trust this new recruit? I will vote for her. Thanks, I guess. Oh, Luca, you promised to fill me in about the Valentine warehouse.
Luca sucked in a long breath.
So, like I said, there was someone there. What were they doing? I don't know, but the place was lit up and active. Maybe there were some squatters. I don't think so. It seems more organized. When the man pulled me in, I saw some sort of equipment running. A man pulled you in? Yeah, but I got away. You keep saying it was a man. They were wearing a mask, right? Yeah. Man, it could have been a woman. How did you get away? I grabbed a rock or something and broke the mask. I let go and I ran. Dang. That's intense. No wonder you freaked out when you saw your grandma. Yeah, that's the other part. On the way here, Big and I saw Era's Valentine meeting with Gran, wearing the same sort of asthma suit.
Molo let out a low whistle.
And they were in there for a little chit-chat. It was a proper clandestine meetup. So let me get this straight. There's an operation in full swing at the Valentine warehouse. You are almost abducted by a strange man or woman in protective suits. And then you saw your Gran in the same suit talking to Era's Valentine. Pretty much. I'm beginning to think this stunt is kinda awesome.
Molo and Luca shot back a look.
No offense. And so we can logically conclude aliens or alien zombie have infiltrated the town. And the leader is your Gran and she tried to murder you. First of all, and for the last time, there's no alien. There are no alien. Second, he couldn't have been my Gran at the warehouse. I broke that person's mask to get away. The mask Grandma was wearing wasn't damaged. But she definitely hiding something. Maybe. Your Gran is weird, but she might be the most boring person in the universe. All she does is sit around and all day making jam. What could she possibly have to hide? I don't know. We haven't talked much since she moved in. Moved in? Your Gran is not from here? No, she came a few months back to take care of me after his mom went missing. Did you know your Gran before? Not really, no. I'd been years since I'd seen her. Look, don't take this the wrong way. But are you sure your Gran is on the up and up?
Luca gazed out the window.
I'm just saying. It sounds like strange stuff has been happening since she showed up. We could say the same thing about your family. But you're right. Lucas, your Gran is hiding something. And Pa always say folks only bury stuff worth digging up. We need to investigate your house. If my Gran really is hiding something, don't you think I would have noticed by now? That's kind of the whole point of hiding something. I guess you're right. Gran's been leaving the house for hours at this time this week. I'll call you two tomorrow when the coast's clear. And we can start getting to the bottom of this. I'm always game for a good snoop. You can count on me.
Chapter 6.
Good, we're gonna stop here then. I should be able to save, am I? Should save. What time is it? Yeah, perfect. So we're gonna stop here. So it was a tragic end, so we're gonna try to change that next time. For now, we learned a lot about what's going on. The source, the grandma doing shady things. I don't know what you guys think, what are your theories, but feel free to tell me. I will be happy to discuss with you. So, thanks again for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.